What is up, everybody? So what am I doing today? What I have here is the ICE USA i15B. This is basically a floor cleaner. I'm putting it together for a job at a local gas station convenience store. What I'm doing right now is I'm unboxing it. So I'm going to start unboxing this. Y'all stay tuned and we'll go together putting it together. So first, what you're going to need is a drill gun with a Phillips head screwdriver on it, because it is all screwed together. Now that I got that, I'm missing one. Missing one right here. Now go around, make sure that I got all the other ones. Oh, missing one right here. And that should be all of them. All right. So got that. That is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 screws. 10 Phillips head screws just to take the top of that off, which I'm going to keep those for later because why not? This says ramp on it. As you can see, it says ramp. So you're going to use that to roll it off of there. Now it's going to come with an accessory pack, which I will grab a knife here to open this up right quick. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to grab one of my screws here to open up this accessory pack, see what's all in this. And this, oh, not the accessory pack, this is your scrub brush. Ooh, that's nice. It's got nice firm bristles on the inside, nice soft polishing bristles on the outside. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that back in the box, set that aside for a little later. All right. So now just got to figure out how the rest of this. Ah, I see. Okay, so there's more screws at the bottom. So scooch this out like this. And got more screws down here at the bottom. All right, so that should be all of the screws. So don't forget that there are a bunch of screws around each of the bottom legs, and this should just lift right off like so. Set that aside. Make sure that nothing gets caught on it. There we go. Oof. A little warm back here. So now let's uncover it, shall we? Ooh, this is a nice little machine. Make sure there's nothing in the bubble wrap. You can choose to save this for later for popping purposes. Then I'm going to need something to unstrap these straps. So I'm going to need to get a knife or a scissors, and I'll be right back to grab that. All right, so went up, procured a scissors. So now I'm going to take okay, make sure it's a sharp scissors. There we go. Cut these two straps, making sure that that one on the front here gets caught a little bit, so don't just yank it through, because it does have these metal things. You could actually damage the machine. Don't do that. So now we'll put that to the side. Then this thing is cool. We're gonna pull out the instruction manuals. Attention, charge the batteries before storing machine to prolong the life of batteries. Charge batteries once a month. Really? Once a month? Well, I call shenanigans on that, because this thing will be plugged in whenever it's not in use. So otherwise, if it doesn't get plugged in when it's not in use, it'll be forgotten about. Okay, cool. So it does come with a little sticker, or not a sticker, but a little attention badge to actually hang on the machine itself. Make sure that that's in frame. So, and put that on the machine. We'll actually just find a place to hang that on the machine somewhere. And then we got the attention. Now, is this a sticker? I think this is a sticker, so that'll go on the machine. And we got the instructions in Chinese. Warranty card, which we'll leave for a manager here at this store to fill out. And then you got your ICE Cobotics user manual for the i15B automatic scrubber. So this will go into this is basically parts, everything like that. Troubleshooting. Just, yeah, and then you got your parts replacement and, you know, again, troubleshooting. So that's neat. That's something that'll go to the manager. Now, okay, so you want to pull this lever right here, this blue lever right here, to position that up. We'll take the rest of this padding off, toss that aside, and right now I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to install the ramp, and we'll get this thing off of the crate and get the crate out of the way. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to set this like so. We're going to pull this right off here like so. I'm going to push that off to the side here just a little bit. And then we're going to take a short pause. I'm going to clean all this up, because next we're going to be removing the recovery tank on this to access the batteries and install the batteries. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back, and all this will be magically cleaned. Alrighty then, so now that we're back, now we're going to take off this tank, the recovery tank, to get that. Now to do that, you need to remove this hose on the back, unclip that, and we will put you all right back in the tripod here. And this should just lift right off and out the way. Now, as you can see, you got 2 lithium batteries here. They're already connected together how they're supposed to be in series. All you need to do is take this plug and this plug here and connect it. Now you'll see that the switch might be to the on position. Turn it off. Move any satisfying little stickers. Replace the tank. You got 2 circuit breakers right here that you can test if the brush stops working, if the vacuum stops working. So these are your circuit breakers below the recovery tank. Now that's hooked up. We replace the recovery tank just like so. Snap this, which is your drain hose, and replace the recovery tank collection hose back on there. And now that is all put together. Okay, so this is the underside of the machine. You notice on the crate there is a little screw, little knob here. That'll be explained here in a bit. There's a piece of cardboard protecting where the brush goes on, which is right here. So we're going to take that aside, which that screw came off from right here. So you always want to check. That's why squeegee was not on properly. You always want to double check, make sure that all the parts are tightened, which is going to be this screw right here. Well, let me just move you all in a little bit, show you. Which is going to be this screw right here and this screw right here. This screw is laying on the bottom of the crate. Luckily it didn't fall out because that is actually holding on your squeegee. This right here is the motor which spins the brush, which we're going to go grab our brush, which will come into play right now. I just need to tighten up that squeegee bolt right quick, and then we will be good to go. Alright, now we're going to go back, we're going to grab our scrub brush, which again, remember that comes into this box right here. We're going to open up our scrub brush. And then this scrub brush is going to go on there, and we'll be right back with that. Alright, so I was wrong about the brush. So what we have to do is we have to place the brush down on the ground here like so. I'll move all this out of the way. You place the brush or the machine on top of the brush and engage the machine. So pick up your machine here like so. We will turn this on. Well, that didn't work. Okay, just like so. You just place the brush on there. Now and then the brush will go on there like so. And then this handle is for adjusting to whatever length. So we're going to turn the machine back off here. Now that we can see we got our brush installed. Okay, so your machine does come with a charging cable. Looks like the back of a computer cable. Should be like this and this. Down here is your charge port. At the end of the day, we'll want to plug this in and plug this side into a wall. Making sure the machine is off, which is the power button up here. Make sure to always replace this plug as to not get water, moisture, anything that can damage the electronics in there. So I'm just going to place this off to the side here. Now we'll move on up. This right here is your power switch. Flip that on. You have a little display right here. Shows your battery life, 26.1 volts, showing full battery. Which I can bring you all up here to show you that. This is what happens when you flip the power switch. It'll beep. G116, and it shows you your voltage and battery meter. Now down here, hidden, is your vacuum on and off switch. Turn that on, that turns on your vacuum. To drop your squeegee so that when the vacuum can work properly, it is this lever here on the handle that lowers and raises your squeegee. As we can see, we'll move in for a closer shot here to show you all that. So when I release this lever here down, the squeegee goes down. When I raise the handle up, the squeegee goes up. Now you have your two levers on the handle here. Turn that off. This, when you squeeze them, makes the machine go. Either both of them. You also have a safety lock here, which you need to push in to hold in, and then that way then you can use it safely. It'll propel the machine forward. When you let go, it releases the safety lock. You can't use it until you press the safety lock. This lever right here is for your bar adjustment to move it up and down so that then it is comforting to you in a position that is comfortable for you. This is from the squeegee into your recovery tank. Oh, let me move you down here. This hose right here goes into your recovery tank. That is what's going to suck up all the dirty water. So this spot right here is actually your drain for your dirty water tank. When draining it, after it's completely empty, open up the top of the lid and proceed to fill it with hot water while it's draining to completely rinse out your tank so it is completely clean. And it also has a nice little holding spot for your charge cable, as so the charge cable does not get lost. So you can always just wrap that up, put it back right here. Make sure that it's kept everything together when you're done using your machine at the end of the night. Now, I'm going to go clean the floors a little bit, and I will show you how to fill this and how to empty it. Looking at the front of the machine here, this is your recovery tank right here. This is where all the dirty water nastiness goes. Right here is your fill port. This is the filling station. This is where you'll fill your water. You'll fill your solution. Again, only use the recommended amount of solution right here in your fill tank. Do not overfill it. Fill it till you can see the very top of the water. Okay, so when filling this, you're going to want to remove the drain. You want to get the water with your hose. Make sure that it is at a temperature that is not too hot and that you can handle. It does not exceed over 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So you may have to adjust cold and hot water. That off. And now I will fill this up. You can use a bucket to fill this. Just make sure that you are using a clean bucket. That is not the same bucket that you use when emptying out the machine. And you do have a little fill gauge right here on the side, a little sight gauge. I'm just doing this with water right now. You will add your cleaning solution, fill it up a little bit, add cleaning solution. Perfect. That is right up to the top. You do not want to exceed that. We'll place this back in here and we're ready to go. We're going to test cleaning out the back area just a little bit. Alright, so now, when testing to clean the area, make sure that any loose objects are picked up off the ground. You're going to want to definitely, for sure, spot sweep and sweep up the area nice. So, make sure that there's no large debris. Now, you should roll back. Turn your machine on. Lower your squeegee. Turn on the vacuum. Should have pressed safety button. Go back and forth. You're going to see it is going to scrub and clean the floor. Back and forth movements. Forward. Nice even pattern. And the machine will drive itself. Release the triggers. Take your time, no need to go fast, no need to go too slow. Just find that perfect walking speed for you. Normally you would be going up and down each aisle with this. Raise the squeegee. Check your water tank. Got a little bit in there. You're still going to need to put down wet floor signs, as it's not going to be perfect. However, your floors will be nicely scrubbed, and it will get, I'd say, about 90% of the water up if you're going in a grid pattern up and down your aisles. But that is the machine. The ICE i15B, or ICE USA i15B. This is a very nice handy machine to have. But I wanted to do this little tutorial because I noticed that these machines do not really have tutorials now on how to put them together online. For some people that are tech savvy, it's very easy to put together. For other people, this might be a challenge. Now, there is a water shutoff valve on this. Granted, you're not going to really worry about that, which is right here. Which is water off. You slide this, it's right here on the side, right in front of the squeegee. On your left hand side of the machine. Right here, which it says down is off, flush is on. So it has to be going lengthwise of the machine to be on. Pointing down at the floor is off. So if you are not getting it all up, you can turn your machine back on now and just use the vacuum feature. Now it's not actually dumping water anymore. So we'll do like this. And actually just scrub. Put the squeegee down. And just get the water up. back. Put the squeegee down, go forward. What a nice slow pace. And now you can see it sucked up the water quite nicely. There's still a little bit. Again, you're still going to have to put down your wet floor signs just in case, because it's better to be safe than sorry. But again, this was how to put together your i15B portable floor scrubber machine. And then again, you're going to talk with the store manager where they want to put it to plug it in. This store manager is actually going to be right behind there, where this is going to be plugged in and charging. So figure that out, talk with your store manager, and you guys have a great day. I'll see y'all later. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to do a little short demo video on how to clean the floors. So first we're going to turn on the vacuum, drop this down, make sure we turn on the water. We're just going up and down, back and forth, making sure to overlap a little bit what we've already done. Getting as close to the edge as possible without actually hitting anything or damaging anything. And then turn off the vacuum, raise the squeegee, and you're done. Don't forget to turn off your water valve. And if you have a little bit of mess, lower your squeegee, turn on the vacuum, suck up the water. Turn off your machine, raise it up, you're done. And that is how you clean floors with that. Amazing how clean these floors are.